Okay, I kind of feel like you're trying to get something off the ground and it's not been easy. It hasn't been easy. That should shift this week, actually. That should shift this week. But I'm just kind of getting ahead here. Let's have a look. So we have the devil coming up as your underlying energy. What is holding you back, Sagittarius? What is holding you back? And it is something. It's okay. The devil comes up as, can be a temptation, can be something. It can be an addiction of some kind, old behavioral patterns, something that holds us back. Now, we do have the power to break free from it. We do have the power to break free from it, but it's not always easy. That's the whole thing, right? If it was, it wouldn't be a temptation. We wouldn't be stuck in the first place. It's because it has power over us, but we're the ones that give it power over us. And that's not to blame anyone. I talk about this in the outro too. I don't believe in blame ever. Things happen and then we deal with them. That's the bottom line. And here, it's almost as if, but the thing is, everything else looks great if you have a look here. It's this one thing that seems to be holding you back. And the reason it's coming up as an underlying energy is because you're going to deal with it this week. So don't worry about that. This is Capricorn energy. So some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn, but the signs don't own the cards. They just lend their characteristics, right? Now, that's the only major arcana card that's coming up in your whole spread. So how you move forward this week, what you're doing, it's about overcoming this. Now, this could be a person that has power over you. Sometimes it's when the devil card comes up in relationships, that's usually when I have clients saying to me, how can I cut cords? How can I break free of this person? Or, we're doing too much for someone else. There's that kind of codependency where we're doing too much for someone else and we're not taking care of our own needs because we're taking care of someone else's needs. So it can be any of those kinds of things. We'll see how it plays out in the rest of the spread. But I love what is at the heart of your reading. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. The opportunity to begin something new. It's something that brings you great stability and security. Now, whatever comes up at the heart, that's what we focus on. That's what everything else revolves around. And that's the whole point here. You're trying to get something off the ground. You're trying to build this new life. Whether it's a relationship, the Ace of Pentacles can be in fact, if I begin a relationship, I want it to begin with the Ace of Pentacles because it's solid. It goes slowly, but it has the potential to stand the test of time with the Ace of Pentacles. It's something that we plan to do for a while. But what is kind of preventing the you might already be doing something and you're trying to begin a new start, like a new cycle within that. It's very important to identify what this is going to be. And for some of you, you know what? Let's just try to do it now. It's going to play out differently for each of you. And I don't ever usually clarify the underlying, but it's so different from everything else. We've got 2 wands and 3 pentacles and then the devil. Okay. Kind of makes a bit more sense now. So either it's a person, and it's amazing because that's the card for Capricorn. Some of you might really be dealing with a Capricorn. And then we've got the King of Pentacles. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Now, some of you that I can see, you're trying to start a business or trying to do something like that, and you don't have the finances or maybe even the know-how. He can be an advisor. He can be someone like a tax advisor or someone who's very business savvy. They know how to make a lot of money. So we may need their advice. If this is a relationship reading for you, then this is someone who's very traditional. They move very slowly, and maybe that's what the problem is here. Because think about it. We have this very quick kind of wands energy coming in, like let's go. And then we have this very solid, slow earth energy, which is like, let's do this slowly. Let's put, that can be a bit of push and pull. So the devil here may just indicate that, you are not going as fast as you want. Now, for some of you, and this might just be for 1 or 2 people, and remember, the energies can work out both ways. You might be dealing with someone like this, but I have to, if I see it, I have to say it, right? Because the devil's about temptation, someone has become obsessed about their finances. Obsessed. That's the thing. The devil is obsession. You're dealing with someone who is obsessed with their finances. And it may have started off in a healthy way because the King of Pentacles is great, right? But he can be very focused on his money. And he does it it's not just about stacking up like money in the bank. It's because he sees it as security. He is securing the future of his family, right? And the people that he loves. So it may have started off with the best of intentions, but now it's become a little bit obsessive. And that's what the devil might be saying. So that makes sense actually with the King of Pentacles there. But guys, there's a new opportunity coming in, and It's beautiful. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles, it's like the Sun card for me. It's the potential for great happiness, long-term success. This is that job that we get into that, you know, we're there until the day we retire. This is that relationship that we get into. We're going to build a family together. This is, you know, some work that you begin, maybe start a blog or write a book or something. And that's your work. That's your life's work. But you begin it here. You begin it here. Now, I kind of think what happened or why this kind of devil energies come in is because we have the Six of Wands here. Now, this is some success, some victory, like pride in what you did, right? Nothing wrong with this. Six of Wands is amazing energy. Now, for a lot of you, I'm just going to say this. This is to do with something like practical that you're trying to do. Work, yes. Business, maybe. But, you know, it can be the home. It might be what you and your partner are trying to create something. Maybe you're saving up to buy a home, right? But it's the practical side. So even if this is a romantic reading for you, it's the practical side of that. Somebody is very focused on their work or finances at this time. So I'm going to go in that direction because that's the major kind of energy that I'm picking up here. But, you know, it started off great. Some recognition, something like even maybe if you were a blogger and one of your posts went viral, it's that kind of energy, or one of your videos suddenly took off. If you're a YouTuber or in a relationship, you know, you met someone, how much work you put into the relationship, you've got to take pride in this. It was all going great. And this is like last week, last month, last year. It can be whenever. It's just the past, the foundation. But the thing is, what came in from this was more work, right? You got the recognition. You got said, oh, well done, job well done and stuff. And maybe the new opportunities come out of this and you've been waiting for this for a while, maybe. Because we have the Seven of Pentacles coming up here. Oh, gosh. And look at this. This is about how much work and effort you put into something and you start to see the returns on this. The rewards on this. Now, it's going to play out two different ways. You're either dealing with someone who's rocking the devil energy, which is greed. That's not enough. They want more. Or it's going to, I mean, that doesn't have to just be with money, right? In a relationship, as much as wands are about passion, I do see Pentacles as the kind of physical intimacy card because it's the what we see, feel and touch, right? It's that very earthy energy, and it could be more of that. Like I just got that for someone, I'm sorry, but I just saw that. The devil's, it's not healthy energy, guys. When the devil shows up, it's not healthy. It's something that it's too much of a good thing. It's become too much. We've become obsessed by it. So if you're evaluating where you are, whether you're in a relationship, whether it's work, whatever it is, be very aware when you're assessing whether, you know, the returns, what you're getting, if it's enough for you. Be sure to rock his energy, which he knows the value of stuff. He's patient. He can look at it and think, okay, well, we're only getting this much now. I'll tweak it and we'll get more. He can do that. The devil can't. So that's what it feels like. It feels like it's the King of Pentacles who has become the devil. You know, not to say that, you know, I mean, but people don't like it. That's one of the cards that people don't like. And I think it's such a misunderstood card, the devil. I actually like it. I love that card because it's power. And that's what Capricorn talks about, you know, power. And we've allowed something to take power over us. We've taken it to the extreme. And that's so, but you're reassessing here. So this is the point of power, right? This is where we can change everything. So really honestly look at what has the practical stuff of what's being created, the relationship, the work, the hobby, the whatever. Have a look at what you're getting out of this. What part of you is being fulfilled by this? And when you say there's not enough, is that the King of Pentacles deciding it's not enough? Or is it the devil that's deciding it's not enough? Because the devil's never going to be satisfied, right? Now, it's kind of strange because if things have been slow, that's why they've been slow, to give you an opportunity to reevaluate here, to figure out where are we going? What are we doing with this? Am I getting back what I want out of this? And once you decide that, things pick up. Look, we have the Eight of Wands coming up here. Now, this is new opportunities coming in. And so this is a major new opportunity. This might be even more than one, but the energy picks up for sure here. So all of that slow energy goes. I think this is the week where you kind of, it's that kind of I remember back when I used to work in corporate, and when they do those kind of questions like, "What's one of your great qualities?" and it might be, "Oh, I'm a perfectionist, and I do this, that, and the other," and then they ask you, "What's one of your negative qualities?" and it's like, "I'm a perfectionist, and I don't know how to give up. I don't know when to stop." Right? So it can be, it's two sides of the same coin. I'm getting that it's a good thing, but it's about tweaking it so it goes back to the kind of the more positive side and not to the darker energy. And that's what you're doing here, reevaluating. I love that. And yeah, then it picks up speed, opportunities. This could be travel. I'm getting it as opportunities with the Ace of Pentacles there. And it could be communication, like talking to someone, getting more information, especially if someone else has been doing this. If you're listening to this and thinking, I don't know who this is, but this is someone else that you're dealing with. Maybe that now you can talk to them. Because if you had tried to talk to them when they're in that devil phase, they would have just said, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not like that. Look how well I've done, that why would I stop now? I'm striking while the iron's hot. All the things that people say whenever they have an addiction to something or they've become obsessed by something, they have every excuse under the sun. But that changes. We have something opens up here in this communication. Guys, I know it feels like a very specific reading, but it's how it came up. And then after this, what's the advice? The advice is, if you put some work into this, look, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. If we put more effort into this, if we, figure out what it is that we've done so far, it's great. We can take this all the way. Because don't forget, the Ace of Pentacles runs to the 10. And it feels like very rapid growth to me from this to this. Like the 8 of Pentacles, it's the apprenticeship card who's trying to gain mastery in something. And when he doesn't mind, he loves the work that he does. He's so focused on it. Now, it can be monotonous work. And sometimes if you are doing that, if you're doing work that feels monotonous, you know why you're doing it because you've got recognition for something. You take pride in your work and you want it to be perfect. If your name's going on this, you want it to be perfect, right? If it's your relationship and you love that person, you want it to be perfect. So you don't mind putting in the effort. It's, again, if this is a relationship message for you, focus on the practical aspects this week. As I say, this week, it's all about the practical stuff. And what do I mean by that? Pentacles aren't just about work and money, even though pentacles are to do with our safety and our security, are tangible representations of that. So we're talking houses, investment, savings, all of that stuff. But it's also, your relationship gives you security, right? Or why would you be with that person if they don't make you feel safe and secure? It's the family unit. It's that kind of energy. And it kind of feels like it's stalled for a moment. Someone kind of lost sight of the plan a little bit, but you're getting back on track this week. That's what I'm getting. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Now, what came to mind immediately for that is, if you're in a relationship and say one person just keeps working and the other person's like, you're never at home or we never go out, we never do anything. And you're like, I'm doing this for us. That's what it's coming through. I'm doing this for us. And it's like, well, no, maybe spending time with the person, taking a trip with the person. 8 of Wands can be a trip, but it's sometimes we need more. We need more than just the financial security or the physical security, right? We need the person to be in our lives. We need to be doing stuff with the person, kind of renewing our love and understanding that this person does love me. They're spending time with me. Time's the most valuable thing, which I think sometimes we lose sight of that. This is what it's about. Someone doesn't feel safe and secure, and that's why this kind of madness has kind of come into play. We have no place like home coming up. And what is home? Home is the place where we feel safe, secure, all of that very pentacles-like energy. This card says, you're always safe, you're always secure, you always have a home, and it is you. You in yourself, you are that home. You can always bring yourself that security. I'm not saying that, trust me, I'm not one of those kind of hippies that's all screw money and stuff. I think we're here to enjoy everything. We're here to enjoy the beautiful homes and the clothes that we like and all the material things that are in this world. We wouldn't be here if we weren't here to enjoy the very human kind of trappings of money and all those beautiful things. So I'm not saying that. But this card talks about if you're doing it for security, you always have the opportunity to bring yourself security. You keep yourself safe. How? By always being in your authenticity. By always being true to yourself, being true to who you are. there's I keep getting that sense from this reading that someone's just gone off track a little bit. And it's okay. I mean, everything gets back on track. That's where the reevaluation's happening. But you might even be you know what? I guarantee you there's someone that's watching this and thinking this is bullshit. And then some people do that actually, and hats off to those people that do that. They come back a week later and they're like, Jay, I really hated you they say that. I really hated you when you gave that message, and I had to come back and tell you you were right. It happened, or, that's exactly how it went. So it's understandable. It's fine. It might not resonate with you at the beginning if you're rocking the devil energy, or someone else's, right? That changes. It's a very un-Sagittarian reading. And I'm a Sagittarius rising, guys. So there's no judgment there. Trust me. And I've really been resonating with my rising sign recently. But I'm having to take a moment and think about this one for a moment. Dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play. We have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It's your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan. Loving you always and forever. And guys, that's the kind of thing, right? That this is like when we feel like we have to control everything. We will keep putting in that I need more effort. I need to do more of this, because we do kind of think that it's all left on us. So, it's all on our little small kind of shoulders, and we're carrying all the burden ourselves, and we're not. Yes, I always believe action and effort are required in any given situation, but like I said, it's when it becomes too much, and that's kind of what it feels like. It may have been going that way, but like I said, this week course corrects that, or has the opportunity to course correct that.